Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of January 28th to February 4th. And we've currently got some events happening right now. If you guys aren't aware, it is the Lunar New Year of 2024. And if you go in the in-game market and you go to the top, go to featured and then seasonal, you'll pull this page up right here where you can see all the lunar items. And we've got a little surprise for y'all. So you can go here to this Jaichen Glyph. I don't know how to say that, but we click on it. It is literally purchased for 1 credit. So that's a fun little, basically, freebie for everybody to claim. And aside from that, we have all these extra really awesome Lunar New Year things that are here in the game right now. And as far as the bundle goes, we ran the math yesterday. It is actually cheaper for you to not buy this mega bundle right here for 575 plat. If you don't need the boosters, the Kuva, the credits, or the Rivens, and you buy everything else individually, like just the new lunar items, the Zulong skin, the Ogress, the Ephemera, just all the skins here, it is certainly cheaper to buy these individually. So that's just a little heads up for those of you that are trying to save plat. If you don't need the other boosters and all that, that should be pretty helpful. Warframe also recently had a Devstream 176, and they talked about Dante, who is now going to be the next new Warframe coming into the game, and I believe they said his release is going to be March. So he is going to be a spellcasting frame, and they showed off some of his his ability animations, and they look pretty cool. They also talked about the Gauss Redline official music release. So for those of you that saw the Gauss trailer, if you liked the music in the trailer, you can now purchase that via Apple Music and Bandcamp. They also talked about how Inaros Prime is going to be getting a rework, and we're potentially going to see that this March as well. And they had mentioned about this Fixing Mirage's Eclipse challenge that they're having. So they posted a great big forum during the dev stream, and everybody already attacked the hell out of this forum. Like, they got to it and they just started putting their 2 cents in, and basically it seems like what the most common vote is here. Please make Eclipse tap or hold, make it tap or hold, or tap or toggle. This just seems like, yeah, toggle. I think it's pretty anonymous or unanimous what they're going to wind up doing with this ability. But if you have any 2 cents to put into this or anything you'd like to say, you can find this on their forums as under the Eclipse feedback mega thread. And some bonus information about what's coming. We have Star Days is going to return on February 1st at 11 a.m. And this is basically the Valentine's Day event where you go into Fortuna, you visit Ticker, and you have an opportunity to get all these Valentine's Day related things. Very similar to the Lunar New Year that we saw in the in-game store a little bit ago, but it's all Valentine's Day related things. With all these back-to-back events happening right now, what a great time to learn all the tips and tricks and strategies that most people aren't even aware of when it comes to making platinum in Warframe.
How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling Warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of Warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are.
If you have never missed a call mission before, this week call is on the Veil Factory, and he has Deathless, Break Armor Veils, Find Sneaky Factory Stuff, Call Go Fast, Call Sneak Good, and Stunned Deacons. Chipper, this week, has an Azure Archon Shard, which means the Archon has an Azure Archon Shard, and it is Archon Boreal. We have Sabotage, Excavation, and Showdown. The sortie today was a Rescue, Mobile Defense, and Survival. The Steel Path we have is Assault, Defense, Excavation, Defense, and Excavation. For the alerts, reminder to do the weekly Ayatan Treasure Hunt with Maru. And we also have, of noteworthy invasions, a Sheev Heatsink, a Snipetron Vandal Blueprint, and then we have a Daravandal Barrel versus a Latron Wraith Receiver. And that kind of wraps it up for what's up there. For Nora, we have The usual permanently weeklies of kill 500 enemies, complete 15 missions, and kill 30 Eximuses. We also have complete 3 sorties, kill 1500 enemies, kill 100 enemies with a Necromech, activate 3 Requiem Obelisks on Deimos, and kill 150 enemies with a primary weapon. Nora's credit offerings this week be looking like we have efficient beams for the Convetrix, we have Sniper Scavenger Aura, a Energy Siphon Aura, a Rejuvenation Aura. I would say definitely get yourself an Energy Siphon Aura if you're looking to make Platinum, because these will probably sell better than anything else. Rejuvenation, you'll be able to sell this, but between these two, I'd say Energy Siphon's probably the one you want to get if you're looking for some Platinum. We also have Bursting Mass with the Mutalist Quanta, Power of 3 with Avara, Brainstorm for the Grokata, Skull Shots for the Viper, and Double Tap for the Latron. Steel Path Duviri for the Incarnate weapons. We're looking at Zylok Incarnate Genesis, the Cyber, the Dread, Despair, and the Hate. And if you've already gotten a lot of these, you can scroll over to the right, and you can choose instead a Rifle Riven Mod, Pistol, Melee, or Riven Mod, or Kuva of 20,000. Also, if we go over to Normal, look at the circuit, we're going to see Mesa, Chroma, and Atlas as this week's options. Prethus this week has a Pistol Riven Mod, Secondary Outburst today, another Pistol Riven Mod, a Forma Blueprint for 10 Pathos Clamps, and we have an Exilus Weapon Adapter for 20 Pathos Clamps. So good stuff. Totally going to grab these 2 Pistol Rivens. Precarious, right? Reminder to stop by Archimedean Yanta, spend your 5 Void Plume Pinions for 35,000 Kuva. If we check out Teshin's Steel Path Honors, this week he's got a Veiled Riven Cipher for 20, and he has a Shotgun Riven Mod for 75 Steel Essence. And everybody's favorite holy pluggy over here has himself a Tenant Ferex with 32% heat, a Grigori with 56% impact. This is a must get. You literally are 1 fusion away from capping this percentage out, so if you have the hollow keys to get it. 56 is great. We have a 38% impact Livia, a 34% cold exec, and a 47% agendist. This also isn't bad, so if you want to grab this, feel free to grab this as well. Paladino, reminder to stop by and grab your Riven Mod for 10 Riven Sliver. Also, grab your second Riven Mod for another 10 Riven Sliver. 2 Shotgun, that's a lot of Riven right there. Alright, so 35,000 Kuva for 10 Riven Slivers, and 150,000 credits for 5 Riven Slivers. Invigorations are going to be different for everybody, but this week I'm looking at an Atlas with 250% primary damage, plus 2 energy rate, a Zephyr with plus 200% primary critical chance, plus 75% reload speed, and a Baruch with plus 200% secondary critical chance and plus 75% ability efficiency. That wraps it up for this week in Warframe. Remember to like, subscribe, turn notifications on, maybe like play the lottery, and when you win big, just be like, yeah, thank you, Neo, for reminding me to play the lottery. Here's like a few $500 million or something like that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Love your faces. See you later.